Could the Mavericks trade for KJ Martin? The Rockets' wing could be on the move if Houston does not decide to extend him. Maybe the Mavericks are a possible destination. Now, he's got a team option for $1.9 million this year. It must be exercised by June 29th, so in approximately 16 days. And I'm sure he wants to get paid this summer. If that doesn't happen, then maybe he could be on the move because the Rockets are going to be very aggressive this offseason. Taking a look at his first 3 years in the league, he has been outstanding. He's coming off the best season of his career, 12.7 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, shot 31.5% from three-point range. Here's what Kelly Iko of The Athletic, very much in the know with all things H-Town, said about KJ Martin. He'd prefer to get paid now, given the year he's coming off. If he wants to get paid now, can he find a sign and trade somewhere? There are a few teams that have kept interest in him, like Dallas, the Clippers, and Phoenix, that still like KJ Martin. But Kelly Iko, and take my word for it, I mean, he's very much in the know with the Rockets. I don't think there's anyone else in Houston that knows what he's talking about more when the Rockets are the topic of conversation. So for him to say that KJ Martin would prefer a sign and trade, if that means getting paid now and that the Mavericks could be interested, that's a significant development here when you're talking about Mavericks trade rumors. Now, not the first rodeo, right? The Mavericks did a sign and trade with DeLon Wright in a similar scenario in 2019. All it took was a second-round pick. Here's what a contract projection might look like here for Martin. 3 years, $27 million, $9 million per year. It's a lot more than he's making right now, and that could be a good bargain here for the Dallas Mavericks. He could maybe be a starter going forward here with Dallas. Could the Mavs pursue KJ Martin? Type Y for yes or in for no down in the comments section. Interesting development that we've learned here. The Mavs could be interested in KJ Martin. And look, the Mavs and the Rockets have made trades before, right? Last year with Christian Wood. So certainly don't rule out those two as trade partners, even though they are division rivals. What about Kyrie Irving? Maybe back to Houston in this trade, because Houston is one of the few teams with cap space that could land Kyrie this summer. And if they swing and miss on James Harden, maybe they will pivot to Kyrie Irving. We're going to get more into that in a second. But first, be sure to subscribe to the channel because we are the best Mavs news and rumors channel on YouTube right now, trying to reach 23,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button because we have the draft in 9 days, free agency in 17 days. Going to be crazy. You don't want to miss anything. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. Marc Stein said this about Kyrie. The Mavericks remain the league's only known team with definitive interest in signing Kyrie next month, but league sources say the Rockets have been increasingly cited as a team that could join the bidding if Harden elects to stay with the 76ers. The Rockets want to be aggressive this offseason. I can tell you that Tillman Fertitta, their owner's tired of putting a losing product on the court. They have not been good in 4 years. They want to get good now. They want to be a competitive team that can maybe make the play-in next year. I think that's the goal for the Rockets, to make the play-in next year. It's a tough Western Conference. They got to make some moves. Harden is obviously their top target, but if they do not get James Harden, they could pivot to Kyrie. They could go get Austin Reeves. They could go get Fred VanVleet. They're going to be hella aggressive this offseason, I can promise you that. Taking a look at some possible suitors here for Kyrie Irving. You got the Rockets, the Heat, the Lakers, the Suns, and the Sixers all linked if he leaves Dallas. I don't think he's leaving Dallas. The fact that he's trying to recruit LeBron James to Dallas tells you a lot. I think he's going to be a Maverick next year. I really do. I think they're going to be able to get something done, maybe a 3 or 4 year deal. He's going to get paid probably the money he's looking for. And let's run this back, and let's see how Kyrie and Luka can do together next year with both of them getting more help, right? The Mavericks got to be aggressive as well this offseason. Get a deeper bench, get more defense, get some help for Kyrie and Luka. And if they can do that, this can be a championship caliber team for years to come. If you watch our channel, you are a real one. Go and get your shirt right now. Chatsports.com/real one. You can choose some Mavericks colors here. We got this blue one. We got this green one. Chatsports.com/real one. Go and pick up your Chat Sports shirts right now. That link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Talking about a draft target now. Could the Mavericks pursue Arkansas guard Anthony Black? He has been linked to Dallas here with the number 10 pick. Kevin O'Connor saying this: selfless playmaker who can whip the ball up court in transition and sees plays develop early in the half court. Much like Lonzo Ball, he can serve as a connector. He tends to make the smart play, creating easy shots for teammates, often using touch passes or swing passes to open shooters. Anthony Black put up these numbers at Arkansas last season. Arkansas has got a lot of guys that could get drafted. Black, one of them. 12.8 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, 45.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range. Maybe the best wing defender in this draft. Could he start next to Kyrie and Luka? Not sure, but I think at the very least have a prominent bench role in his rookie season. He is one of several draft targets here for the Dallas Mavericks that we are monitoring just 9 days before the NBA draft. Coop, who stands out to you on this list?
I would love Taylor Hendricks, but it seems like his stock is rising to the point where he won't be available at 10. I think he's the best fit for the Mavericks in this draft with his ability to both protect the rim and shoot the three, but I don't believe he'll be available. A guy that's also rising who I really like is Bilal Coulibaly, who's Victor Wembanyama's teammate over in France. I love his game. His offensive game's already pretty polished for a 19-year-old, and I think he would fit well with the Mavs. Anthony Black is a guy who I like, but like I said, I'm not sure he fits next to Kyrie and Luka because he's more of a guard as opposed to a forward. So if it was between, let's say, Coulibaly, Hendricks, and Black, I think I would prefer Hendricks or Coulibaly.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I think Hendricks has got to be the pick if he's available. And I don't think that was a big if a few weeks ago. It's a big if now. Not sure if he's going to be on the board at 10.
His stock has risen like crazy. I don't know if it was the combine or if people have just interviewed him. And
people have watched our channel.
They've watched it, I guess. We've been mocking him to the Mavs for months.
I mean, it's much like me talking about the Village Pool. Everybody knows about it now.
Everybody knows.
You know, that's just what happens when you hype up a player like we have with Taylor Hendricks. Then his stock starts to rise. You could also say the same thing about Coulibaly because I remember seeing mock drafts a few weeks ago where he's going late first round.
Yeah, he's
now
late
he could be a lottery pick now.
I think he's going to go top 10.
You think he's going top 10?
He's going top 10.
Wow.
That's what he's having a great playoffs over there in France. Their team is in the finals right now, and he's a big reason why. So I think his stock's rising because of that, and he could be picked before the Mavs even see him at 10.
That's a hot take. But I respect it.
Be.
Grady Dick maybe is the pick. We'll see. We'll continue to keep you covered with Mavericks draft rumors. Name a player the Mavs should draft. Let us know down in the comment section. Who do you think the Mavs should draft with the number 10 pick in the NBA draft? Again, just 9 days away, so be sure to subscribe. We'll have you covered. And if you're a true Mavs fan, type MFFL down in the comment section.